What are you laughing at?
I just kept going. Was that the point? Is that the point to your story? Is that the point was that person? So no, it was just about. It's like, come on, mate. My time's more valuable than that. Kedgy straight away. Like, don't talk to me about people from our past. I know we're recording. We're recording, right? Is this live now?
Yeah, we are.
I know you like. Don't talk about people from our past like that unless there's a relevance. Like, I don't even want to know some of those old names. It was like I was bringing up Michelle Fowler from EastEnders. Kenji's like, what's the point?
You were going to say Pfeiffer for a minute.
No. Pfeiffer's all right. Pfeiffer's.
Sorry, that wasn't the usual sort of high energy intro that you normally do. So I'm going to just.
No, I don't do high energy intro.
Not high energy, but you normally there's a moment that will just make someone smile. And actually, I'm going to bring that today.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
It's only because I saw it on Instagram. It's a little trend. Basically, there was a guy going around and he was just seeing if everyone knew the rest of the song. And all he would play was Heads High.
I've seen that.
You have to continue
and they're going around the office or
you have to continue it.
Kill him with the no. But But I tell you
Tommy.
why. You weren't doing it.
What did you say?
You weren't doing it. You were talking about the person doing it.
Yeah,
so
but instantly, if someone went heads high, I would be straight in the. I thought we're normally at that level, Tommy. Normally,
you honestly, I'll be honest. It's one of the many things that wind me up about you is your weird love for dancehall and bashment. Because I'll be honest, your body going bogling, pushing those little pathetic buns out to booty shake. Talk about make it clap. You can't even make it tap. It's like it was like just a thought. So yeah, but you go a bit too live-o. You know when you're out with someone and someone is way more drunk than you are, it instantly sobers you up. Yeah. In the same way, when someone goes, "Oh, Bashman, Sean Paul, oh, I love you," I instantly go,
"Oh, don't do that."
He does.
Bruh,
he does.
You are.
He does.
I would say you are Sean Paul's biggest fan. If you could do
I am.
And now that I've said it, my phone keeps bringing up did you know in Sean Paul's song, he's actually saying this? And did you know it's actually this? Shundapal and Chundapal, whatever that cricketer was. And all those little facts keep going around because of you. You've messed with my algorithm with your love for it. But by the way, I do like that challenge in general. That's what I was going to say. I like the challenge of going up to people and kind of starting off a song and just see if they know. Like if
hang on a minute. Then this one's relevant for the moment.
Go on.
Dipper.
Buttercup bunny.
What's that?
Was that
He's playing your kisses, Tommy.
Yeah.
Why is Dip Dip Buttercup bunny relevant to the kissing?
Because it's the fella who sang it.
What did Udit sing it?
Yeah, of course he did. What bit of the video were you watching?
No, I didn't.
No, he wasn't singing that song, Kedge, but
He was.
was it that song?
Yeah.
I thought Dip Dip Buttercup bunny was a female vocalist, so I didn't even hear that. So
it's him singing it, bro.
So you're referring to the fact that Udit Narayan, legendary Bollywood playback singer, is in the press. He's all over the social media for his controversial smooching of fans. So fans are coming up for a picture, and Udit is going in for more than a picture. He's going for Vidya Balan's dirty picture. He's going for a bit more than a kiss. So okay,
Control, Baba.
Video, but what did you make of it? Go on.
Well, so I first saw the full version of it where there's men and women going up to him and he kisses them just on like a peck on the cheek as they've done the selfie because they all ran to the front to take a selfie. You understand that?
No, hang on a minute. I'm going to stop you there. I think that is weird, isn't it? Tommy, if someone came over to you for a picture, you wouldn't kiss them on the cheek. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
No, not at all. Bro, I'm telling you now, what I do in general is, particularly when you get like because look, after, it's not like I'm not Udit Narayan, definitely, I'm not on that level. People come up after the show, like nobody really wants a picture with me. They want to come and say hi, or they want to they want to say something. They want to have a
love the brown load.
Yeah, exactly. Right, listen to the podcast. Oh, where's Kedge and Sach? Yeah, you get that a lot, right? But they'll come over. you might get a group of them wanting a group picture, like a couple of couples or whatever. So I make sure my hands are up in the air and out, like you can see them. Like, hey, we're just.
Also, you keep your fists closed.
Yeah, exactly. But it depends. But however, if it's like a bloke on his own, I'll put my arms right around him. Do you know? Because I know
normally then your hand goes on his backside.
Yeah, and no, I wouldn't go that far. But yes, I can be a bit more silly. I can be a bit more close. I can be more cheekier because it's a bloke and he's, we can play up on that. But or if it's like an older woman, I'll put my arms around like I'll cuddle up to her like I would with my mum. That kind of thing. But anyone my age, younger, anyone around that? Nope. No. Nope. No.
But that's what I mean. Kedge said, everyone was coming over to him and he was giving kisses. I mean, that needs to stop, regardless. What he done afterwards was like the big no-no.
Well, so I want to break it down because look, everyone's seen it.
Let's go.
I want to break it down, but everyone saw it, right? So this woman comes up for a very close selfie. Now, Udit Narayans leant forward and she went for him.
Objection, Your Honor. By nature, selfies are close.
Yes.
When you do a selfie,
proximity,
hold on.
All three of us have taken many a selfie together. We are all within kissing range of each other. That does not mean she was asking for it, Kedge, because that's what you're saying.
No. All I'm saying is that he leant forward, he jutted his neck out to be in the selfie photo.
This guy is on the legal team for Udit Narayans. I'm telling you.
He's not judged.
Listen to me. All I'm saying is that he put his neck forward to be in the selfie. Now she, as my mum would describe it, went for a batora, right? And basically, she went for a big.
Like someone who's got a small bum. They got a butt tora.
No.
Or a hammer butt.
She went for quite a. It wasn't a peck. It wasn't.
I was thinking. He ain't cooking, mate.
No. It wasn't a Gregory. It wasn't a Gregory peck, but it was. She went for a bit of a smooch onto the cheek.
She did
onto the cheek. Yes, she does first.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I've not watched it in slow motion like you have. Clearly.
No. I've not watched it in slow motion. This is exactly what happens, and then I think he's gone. Ishq the which gully entry, right? And so he has gone. Right, let's now then, just go and hit the home run because she's hit base 3 here, right? And he completed the home run by going for the lips, which again, horrific move, all of that, right? And also, I did feel sorry for all the men who wanted to take selfies and he didn't acknowledge them, which I thought was
Hold on. Okay. A couple of little mini objections were there. Firstly, I saw Mike Tyson in a Las Vegas reception area once about 20 years ago. I was in Vegas for the first time in his hotel. There was a fight going on. We were all going to the fight. And Mike Tyson was there. I was like, oh my God, Mike Tyson. I've watched this guy fighting from a kid. I cannot wait. I'd love to. And I went over to the security. I went, can I have a picture of Mike? And he said,
you kissed him?
No, I said no. I didn't. I slept with him. I did his ring. I did him 15 rounds in the ring. No, sorry. Enough. I went to security. I went, can I please have a picture of Mike Tyson? And I had a camera with me. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
And they went, no, sorry, Mike's only having pictures with girls. So if Mike Tyson can do it, Udit Narayans can do it. I'm just saying, Mike Tyson also did time in prison for his activities with women. Udit Narayans, you might be next.
Well, there you go. That says it all, didn't it?
Right. But
a lot of people thought it was, and I love it now because obviously AI has now become the biggest excuse ever on the planet. And the amount of people who went, "Oh, that's AI," I'm like, "What?"
No. Yeah, exactly.
So obviously I've seen the video. Was there any sort of explanation after it, or what's like has anyone come out with a statement?
The camps have gone quiet. I haven't.
Because I know if you look online, everyone's they're going for him. He's cancelled.
Well, people are saying that he's ruined his legacy in a moment of madness. I mean, his son Udit Narayans as well is just like he's thinking, "Oh, Dad, what have you done?" He is the king of smooth and love tunes. When he's singing that, he is, I don't know, Luther Vandross.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But worse. Yeah.
Well, but what I'm trying to say is like
Luther Brown-Dross.
Yeah.
Pardon
Brown.
me?
Yeah, very much.
Oh, okay. It sounded like something else.
So we've all met him, and obviously we were hosting the concert twice. I've done 2 concerts that I've hosted of his.
It's the mush. I'm telling you.
What does the much do?
I don't know, but it just
gives
creates.
him Tom Selleck vibes.
It gives you Tom Selleck vibes. It gives you slightly pervy tendencies.
No, but I also think. Okay, no,
I'm sorry. In this day and age, and I'm going to now go for it. In this day and age, if you've got a much, I think there's something a little bit wrong with you.
You're a bit creepy. Just a much, you mean? Not
just a much. I think just a much nowadays. I think like. Let's get the iPad. Let's get the MacBook out. Let's have a look at your downloads folder.
There's many people that still have a much, Kidge. I bet
you got a second browser. You got a second browser. You got much.
Some of your uncles or something probably got much still. People you know.
Well, to be fair,
some of my aunties are still got much.
No, but I'm now gonna go out and actively seek people with much. And I'm going to actually ask them. I'm like, what's this? What's happening here? What is this?
I thought you were going to.
What is the point of a much, really? I understand the full. Well, I understand the full shaven. Sorry. I understand. No, I understand if you've got the beard and like the unkept look. Which is a very in thing at the moment, right? Having a stubble, having a dardy, it's a very in thing. With the full, the full lips and all the way the box and all of that, right? I get it. But just having the much now. On its own, what's the thought process behind that? And also,
are you jealous because you can't grow facial hair? Be honest,
I think so.
No, it's not that at all. I could do it if you gave me 2 weeks, but
we should do November with him.
I'd look like Udit Narayans' twin brother if I did. But what I'm trying to say is I want to know what do women think? Let's have our inbox flooded. Women, would you date somebody with just the much? I don't think they would. I don't think they would. I don't think muchies are in.
No,
I don't think there is any case now for anyone to have a much.
It can be a bit retro now. Even on, I bet you watch this. Now that you've said it, you'll see an abundance of them because.
I'm going to question them. I'm going to go up to them and question them, especially if they're aged. I'm going to question them. I'm going, what's going on through your head here, bro? What made you stop with your razor there?
Yeah, but that's like saying, why would you shave your beard? Because hair grows naturally. It's just people like what they like.
Exactly.
You
can't tell them to shave their much off or whatever.
Like goatee is still there, right? People might just have a box. It's still there, right?
Yeah.
People might have long sideburns. It's still there, a little bit 70s, but it's still there. What I'm trying to say is the much, I just don't think there's any use or any point or any cultural relevance in 2025.
Yeah.
If you looked at, I think, it's not based on the much. What Udit Narayans then didn't come down. It wasn't powers that came out of his much.
Anil Kapoor doesn't do that. Anil Kapoor
but Anil Kapoor, you again.
My son who's got a much.
Do you know what I mean? Tendencies is what I'm saying. When I'm saying the much,
there's probably tendencies. You're saying because Anil Kapoor, careful because his lawyers are listening. Because Anil Kapoor's got the same moustache as Udit Narayans, he might also kiss women against their will. Almost.
There's something about that much that just doesn't sit right with me. And I think
or Udit
that type of much.
You don't trust
it. I think there's many a female who will not sit right with it.
I think you're being muchist.
Yeah, much hota hair.
Too much of a mucha.
I remember studying. This is little. I'm going to pull out my media studies A level here, and we studied as part of the modules. We studied semiology. Semiology is
hello. What's that?
What
is that? A study of semia?
No.
Is that a study of semia?
No, it's not a study of semia.
Yeah.
Go on, Sach. It's not the study of a semi-lully either. Go on, just get out your sister, Sach. I know what you're thinking, Sach. You got semi on. Semiology is the study of signs, right? Signs in me, like what does it mean, or what is the red color in like sail? Because it's blood, it relates with blood, and you sense urgency, danger. Got to get it. Got to do something now. It's a call to action. Red, and in the semiology signs, he was saying people who have mustaches, it's a form of disguise. Ultimately, ultimately, people are hiding behind something. God. It's a mask. It's same way that our clothes are a mask, and the way we speak and our accents are also a mask. I might put on a bit of a Cockney accent if I'm dealing with the builders because I want to be one of the lads. I'm masking my vulnerability of not knowing what I'm talking about.
A good beard could be a sign of hiding that sort of no chin.
Yeah, or just another layer of protection. It's like saying I don't want to expose myself like as a person. I want to feel a bit more like I'm protected, like I'm guarded. But anyway, so you're right. You're right to question them on some level. But what I will say is, I was actually disappointed. I just want to get this out of the way. I was disappointed with the way Udit
Yeah.
I remember
you weren't expecting it.
Do you remember in that Elvis documentary? I thought of this because in that Elvis, not documentary, in the Elvis film, when his wife is watching him and he's just kissing all the women as they're coming up, and he's in front of her. Well, I think it might have been his girlfriend at the time. It might have been I don't think it was Lisa Marie Presley, but it was someone. It was his other half anyway. And they said Elvis was notorious for after his gigs just smooching girls on the lips. And I think Udit just had that moment. But we've done a couple of concerts with him, and I'll tell you this:
did he smooch you?
No, he did not smooch me. He didn't try and smooch me. He didn't try and smooch anyone. In fact, he was on what I could only describe as golden behavior. But I will also add that for both of those concerts, his wife was there. So she was backstage with him, and perhaps maybe this was a night off from her.
Okay. I mean, the whole thing, like, you know, looking at the whole video, like, it was just, I think it was just more the disbelief. It's like, hang on a minute, what did he do? Do you know that you had to kind of double take him?
When I showed my family, my mum and dad, there was no words.
That's what I mean. It was just shocking. It was
just shocking. Like, what? Yeah. Like, my mum went, did he?
Yeah. It's this way. But I will say this, and I can't go into too much detail, and you guys all know it anyway. At that level of performer, in India, particularly men, there's a lot of dirty old men. That's all I'll say. There's a lot of dirty old men doing dirty old stuff, and getting away with these. This is a kind of a semi-dirty old trick, because he's not secretly taking someone away or manipulating them. He's just out there, getting a bit of a smooch and a slog. What
was that noise?
Oh yeah, like, ooh, I'll give her a kiss. But actually, mate, you can't do that. Also, people are calling him Udit Narayan. I've seen Udit Narayan.
Oh,
related to P. Diddy. Lots of names for Udit Narayan right now.
I would never be in that pagalpan of wanting to have a selfie with anybody on this planet.
Yeah, you would.
You would. No.
Yeah, you would, Kedge. You've taken pictures with people.
I think no. Of course you've taken. I'm not saying I haven't. I'm just saying that all of that hangama only happens when you are, again, also in the pagalness of, jaldi, let's take a quick selfie. Why do you have to go that close and take a photo of him? And like that, for me, I just think is, I'm not saying that she's at fault or anything. I'm just saying that you should never be like that pagal about having a selfie with anybody on the planet. At most, do a selfie for yourself. Just take one of yourself. That's fine.
Michael Jackson's on stage.
Yeah.
There's a chance for you to have a selfie.
No, but I'm not running. I'm just not running for that kind of. I'm just not running. No.
Barbara Streisand's on stage.
Okay, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. See, you just got to find the right artist. Okay.
See what I mean?
No, but it's doing the rounds.
No, Kedge, I don't think you can blame people. Like, you can understand.
I'm not blaming people.
No, I think you are a bit.
You're defending Udit Narayans.
Yeah, you are.
Control, Baba, control, Kaka, please.
No, look, anyone going up for a selfie with a celebrity isn't expecting to be getting snogged their face off, is it? Like, so, I don't think it's that.
But I think what Tommy said.
I think he's being a bit carry on, old school saucy. I want to say this.
Old school saucy.
Yeah, like old school saucy is now inappropriate, right? Benny Hill.
Yeah.
All of that old school. Yeah,
but that was inappropriate for a while.
Oh yeah, and it was even inappropriate back then. Not inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
Let me say your fresh words now. Inappropriate, right? But like you're right. But back then, even then, I think right towards the end of Benny Hill's career, he kind of got cancelled. They were like, "Hold on, Benny, you can't do that now," and they took him off there, and that's when he really kind of deteriorated. But you're right. You just want to hope that at that kind of age in their career, men aren't being let down by men doing things like that. There's so many dodgy men just out there doing their dodginess. But let's focus on more positive things. Let's focus on good things. How have you been? What's been going on? All right. While you have a little think about that, let me tell you, I'm still cold. I've got my herbal matcha tea, which always reminds me of you, Kedge. I don't know why.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of that.
Yeah, so I got my matcha tea and I'm trying to warm up because I've been at the kids' football. I've been at Logan. Logan plays football.
It's gone cold again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently the freeze is on all the way up until Valentine's Day. It's gonna be a frosty Valentine's.
Frost on Valentine's Day.
Well,
kid?
you're gonna obviously get underneath the much of Udit Narayans, isn't it?
Can I tell you about a random idea? Just because you said about get underneath the much, I did think like in a cartoon. This is my idea for a random cartoon. It was a random idea. I never pursued it, but just like to have as a cartoon and animation is that a camera zooms in on Anil Kapoor's much and keeps zooming in, and then eventually it's like Fraggle Rock in there.
Right.
Yeah. Characters, and all of these characters were random as hell.
Can I do the theme tune
all
for
of it Desi live in Anil Kapoor's much.
I'll do the theme tune for that song. For that game show. It's called Muchi Ke Piche Kya Hai. So that's a Muchi Ke Piche Kya Hai, Muchi Ke Piche. Hey. Right. Yeah. So you'd have that, and then it zooms in. You get Fraggle Rock. I think it's brilliant. I think we can do even Desioki behind the Muchi. Do you know what I mean? Just
Muchi Ke Piche Kya Hai to the tune of Fraggle Rock. Go.
Oh. Muchi Ke Piche Kya Hai. Muchi Ke Piche Kya Hai. Muchi Ke Piche Kya Hai.
Sach, you don't know what Fraggle Rock is, do you?
No.
Work your fears away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down a Fraggle Rock.
Down the Fraggle. That's good, isn't it? Come on. What
is it? You know what is it?
We need to be. Can we just be back on radio just for that feature? Honestly, we'd kill it.
Oh God.
Yeah, what was it? What was Fraggle Rock? What is it?
Fraggle Rock. How do you describe Fraggle Rock?
Down the Fraggle Rock.
It started off by this lighthouse, and then again that's a bit of a zoom in, but it's just by this. There's all these random like puppet creatures.
No, so it was a lighthouse which had an owner, a man that you never saw his face, and he had a big fluffy.
He looked like the fish finger Birdseye, Captain Birdseye.
Yeah, but you never saw him, did you? Or you did, maybe later.
And then what did they do?
No, hold on. He had a big dog, really fluffy, like the Dulux dog, and then. They were in the lighthouse. There was like a little hole right inside, which the dog could basically stick his nose into, and he could see something. And in this hole, you'd zoom into it, and that's
a glory hole. There's a glory hole.
Fraggles.
That's what the dog was sticking his nose in. The old man was sticking something else in.
When the old man went to sleep, the dog stuck something else in. He was like, "Listen, I'm using the hole. I need 10 minutes. I need 10 minutes."
There we go.
I don't know what kind of programs.
Fraggle Rock was probably one of the best shows of my childhood. I'm going to put it out there.
It was big.
It was brilliant.
Yeah. It was something about just that little world within a world. Anyway, that could exist in Anil Kapoor's much. But anyway, I went to football. I went to Logan's football. This is what I got to, right? And first, quick little side story. First, I took along a coffee and a Kit Kat. Stood there in the cold.
As in you took one from home or you bought
one?
No,
like I stopped. I said, Logs, actually, we've got here early. I'm just going to stop off and get a coffee.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, it's fine. So we got that. And then in the coffee shop, they had Lion bars, which I love.
Oh, Lion bar dipped into a coffee, Tommy. I'm surprised you didn't do that.
Well, I didn't, because I just thought, what can I have here? So I thought Kit Kat with the coffee, that kind of goes. I can kind of click away finger by finger. I can make it last per every quarter of the coffee, the 4 unglias. So I was kind of, doing all that. It felt like a more coffee appropriate. But standing in the cold, that bite of a Kit Kat, sip of a chocolate, sip of the coffee, bite of the Kit Kat, sip of the coffee, bite of the Kit Kat. Oh my God, that combination I remember thinking, I wanted to share it with the world. That's how I felt. But then while I'm in there, I just finished the coffee. This guy, obviously, they've still got there a few minutes early. So Logan's already on the pitch, kind of running around. Some of the other kids are arriving. There's a guy who comes running along, Asian guy. If I can just be honest, Kedge, his build was a bit like yours, right?
Okay.
So he's kind of lean-looking guy, comes running over. His kid's running in front of him, and he's kind of gesturing to his kid. Go on, keep going. Go to the pitch. Go to the pitch. This is that one of those kind of power league things. So he's running down a little lane past all the 5-a-side pitches. Go on, going in. He's going in. And I'm going, all right. Are you in here? And he goes, yeah. So he's on the same pitch as Logan. And then he goes, and the dad was almost looking to run away. I thought, maybe he's left his kid in the car. He's got to get somewhere. And the dad had a ball in his hand. And the dad goes, right, he's in. I'm going to have a kickabout on this pitch. Do you want to have a kickabout with me?
Oh, class.
So he was trying to shove his kid in there just so he could get onto the pitch and have a kickabout. And he looked at me and went, do you want to have a kickabout with me?
Loser.
Oh, Tommy.
What a loser. I went,
no.
How old are you?
Loser. Who's the loser?
Who?
You. Me.
Shut up, kid.
No, I was like, and I looked at him and I went, no, bro. I said, my football days are done. I said,
no, Tommy, don't give up on life, please.
But also, how old is this guy? He looked about. He sounded about 10 years old himself. Could he go? Oh yeah, kid's got in. Come on in. I got my ball.
Oh, no,
Gonna go next door.
Just a little, kick about. Come on, Tommy. Why are you giving it dryness? Come on.
Because the lesson's just started. So if I start with the kickabout with him, we're in there for an hour. Me and him.
no, you just have a little kickabout.
No, mate.
Mate. I've really. I ain't got no time for any new friends now.
Exactly.
My life's full. And I thought, I don't want to be making small talk, doing crossies.
No, I would have gone one step further, Tommy. I'd have popped his ball or kicked over the fence.
Yeah. I was
prick.
How are you guys being so mean?
How old are you, 12?
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, exactly. You could have had a little game of 3 and in or something. Penalties.
How about you stand at the side of the pitch and watch your son play
football? Watch your son, right.
So you can help him.
So also you can talk to him about his lesson when he comes home. Right. And then the guy comes over at the end of the hour.
Yeah.
And by now I piped up the kind of confidence to kind of speak to him. I went, I can't believe you just came with a kickabout for yourself. I said, I was thinking that you're trying to get your kid in a hurry because you have to get back to your car, but you just wanted to run up and have a kickabout. He goes, yeah, too right. Just wanted to make the most of the session, make the most of the empty pitch.
What
I'm like, God, you sound like Kedge. Right?
Yeah, what a prick, honestly. I couldn't handle that.
And he did that. But off we go. But get this. Okay, fast forward then. We're on our way back, right? I literally pull up to the doors of the house. Mum obviously was staying at my mum and dad's, as you know, the house work's being done. Right? Pull up, and my missus rings. And she went, go round to your niece's house. I got my niece, Amrita, who lives around the corner. She goes, go round to your niece's house. I go, why? I go, I'm in the drive now. I'm here. I'm home. She goes, yeah. She goes, let Logan out, like let him in so he can have a shower from football because it's like 7 o'clock in the evening. And she goes, go round to your niece's. I go, why? She goes, there's a wasp in her room. She's scared. Go get rid of the wasp.
Oh my God.
No. I said, I'm not going. I said, I'm sorry. I'm a celebrity. I don't do this kind of stuff. Like, there's got to be another cha-cha who can do this.
I mean, hang on a minute. How big was the wasp? 6 foot?
Right. Well, I'll tell you, because I did go there and I took a picture. Right. But so then I'm like, are you serious? She goes, she's serious. I went, no, is she seriously freaking out? She went, she is seriously freaking out. She's at home alone.
Wow.
The wasp in her room. Go get the wasp out. I was like, oh, for God's sake. So I drive around there, knock on the door, and my niece is literally jumping on the spot in the doorway. He's upstairs. Like there's a burglar in the house, right? And I'm joking. I go, come on in. Where is he? Let me at him. Come. Hey, bruv, I'm coming up there. I'm doing all that, going upstairs. Go upstairs. And she's actually already put the wasp under a cup. Like she'd managed to get it under a glass.
That's good.
Right. And I went, all right. I said, you got it under a glass. You've done it then. Right. Yeah. And she goes, oh, no. He was kind of limping around. I said, yeah, he's probably on his last legs and probably, it's warm in the house as well. And they get all a bit stoned looking. And I went, no, it's fine. I said, you've done it. I said, look, get a postcard. She had a postcard on her like little mirror, put that underneath, sealed it off, took him outside and set him free. Right. I don't like killing creatures like that. Put him out. I thought let him have his last little moments outside if he is on his last legs. She goes, oh my God, thank you so much. And I'm like, that shouldn't be my life. That shouldn't be my life. There was only one other occasion where I had to come to another niece's rescue, and I'll never forget it because I was annoyed. I was actually I've already said this story. If I have, you can stop me. I'm having a massage at home, right? This is when I lived in my house. This is last summer. I'm having a massage. I'm on a massage table, and the lady comes around to the house. She does me and my wife together. Right? And she does, and so she's doing a massage. We've known this lady for ages. Name's Eliana.
One hand at a time.
Huh?
Both hands. Dual massaging.
She uses both hands to massage.
What do you mean? No, one on your missus or?
Oh no, sorry, no. She does. My missus will have a massage.
Okay,
then I'll have a massage. Like that. So not.
Actually. This is from Kedge, who's never had a massage ever because like no one can.
I don't know. It might be a thing that she both presses the same power. Yeah, I had one. I had one when I was after I did the marathon.
Okay.
That's the only time.
I think so. Yeah, that was about pretty much it. It was a little bit too close to comfort. I felt a little bit like that woman in the Udit clip.
I had one on yesterday, Sunday. The lady was standing on my back again. Do you know what? Bang, fixed it straight away.
This lady was getting a little bit. I mean, I was wearing shorts, but she was getting a little bit close to certain parts. You know what I mean? And I know I just ran the marathon, and I was down for a leg massage. But my God,
maybe she didn't know what you were because of the lycra. Maybe she just thought she wasn't getting close to it.
What do you think? She was massaging a banger.
You just had a leg massage.
Yeah, I think I was just.
That's
like
a waste. That's a waste.
Yeah, I just like he was.
Tommy, you wouldn't just go in and have a leg massage. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Because I couldn't walk properly, could I?
He doesn't like being touched, does he? He coils up when you touch him.
Right.
No, I love it, Sach. I know you do as well. So I'm there getting a massage done, right? And I remember it was like a hot summery day, and the window was a bit open, like just a little bit of high, and it was lovely. I'm totally relaxed, and I'm looking down, and I actually put my phone, in the little Morty of the massage. She brings a massage bed table, so it's a proper one you can do it on. I'm looking down at the phone, which is on the floor, and my missus is ringing, and she's downstairs.
Right.
So I'm like, what?
Now what?
I'm instantly angry because I'm about 35 minutes into this 1 hour massage. I'm in full relaxation flow. I'm like, what? I go back, I go, oh no, I saw a missed call from my niece first, but I thought, don't worry, I'll get it in a bit. And then my missus calling, I'm thinking, oh, what is this now? And then you think something must be up. She goes, Tom, you're going to need to go around and see to my sister's house where my niece is. She's there on her own. There's someone banging on the door. Saying, let me in. Some old guy. I thought, oh, God's sake. So I went, I'm really sorry. Stop the massage. Quickly throw on my vest. Get in the car. Whiz around there. Drive around there. Pull up. Jack up outside. I see an old guy stood outside. I jump out the car. And I'm like, what's going on, man? I said, what's going on? What are you doing? And as he looks around, I realize he's about 80. He doesn't know where he is.
Oh, bless.
Right? And at that, this neighbor comes out the house and she just goes, he's got dementia. I went, cool. I said, okay. And I went, it's fine. It's cool. I said, you all right? Where you going? And he just got his road mixed up. I was like, oh, Bajada, he didn't know where he was, but he's shouting into the letterbox, let me in. I live here. She's on her own, freaking out, like, what's going on? But then all of a sudden, I look around at the woman next door. She goes to me, who are you? Like that. I went, I'm her uncle. And she went, why are you oiled up? Because I was in a all oiled up.
She was saving the old up Asian man.
She's checking at me.
I've just come from a Diddy party. She's thinking this hero has turned up to rescue his
This Asian bald man, Nanga Palanga, has just turned up trying to make out the other man's got, like, do you know what I mean?
And I went, no. I said, what it was, I was in the middle of a massage, and then my sister rang, and then my niece, and then, oh, don't worry about it, I'm going back. And I finished the last 5-10 minutes of the massage. But I just never forget. I'm like, forget that. These nieces, man, they do my nutting.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Isn't it?
Just why are you oiled up? I'm like,
exactly.
Oh,
that's
anyway,
brilliant.
Big news. Brilliant. Big word of the week. Tariffs, everybody. Have you heard Donald Trump? Donald Trump is putting tariffs on everyone. So he's basically saying, right, US needs to make more money. Let's put tariffs on China. Things are up there by 10%. Let's put these tariffs. Oh, he's putting tariffs on the EU. So this could be the only benefit to Brexit at the moment, whereby because we're not part of the European Union, that we might dodge those tariffs. However, everyone's getting stuck with tariffs. And so everyone's been going, oh, the word of the week is tariffs. And I thought, tariffs. Tariff. I wonder if there's a connection. So I did a little homework and I looked into the etymology of the word.
Yeah, God, I love a bit of etymology.
You know what? I don't know if you're taking a piss, bro, but
no, I do. No, I do.
I really love etymology. I love it when they go, and this word came from this word and this word, and you realize it's all Arabic. It's all Arabic, Sanskrit. But I like this word because it says the word tariff. You can hear it in French and Italian. Tarifa, anari, right? But it comes from arafa, which is the Arabic word, which means to notify.
Okay.
So, tarif karu kya uski jisne tumhe banaya. Who should I notify? Who should I tell? Who should I praise? That's what, you know that song? Tarif karu kya uski jisne tumhe banaya. Oh, that's a great song. I think it's Muhammad Rafi. And so tariff, this word of the week is Desi. We're claiming it.
Love it.
Comes from Arafa, which means
it's that time of the year at the moment where, tariffs on everything's going up. I think I had about 4 or 5 emails this week. Oh, April's coming around. Price of this is going up. Price of that's going up. Your subscription for this is going up. Sky's gone up by like flipping 50 quid or something. I'm like, what? How has this happened?
You know what, Sach? I just had a look at my emails because I thought, well, how comes I haven't got any? Literally, just got one.
It's
from
dropped.
O2.
O2. Yeah, it's going up.
Some of our terms and conditions are changing every year. That's
what I mean. And I think, do you know, last week I had a bit of time. So I thought, let me just sit there and have a look at what to do. I'm not spending £50 more than I did last year on Sky. Like, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
a month.
Yeah, it was about 50 quid more a month. It's gone up, but I'm just like, how? And then it's just like, do you know, like people, like I was talking to a friend about it, they're like, just cancel it and put it like in your name or someone else's name, or do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, that's so long. I don't want to do that. Do you know what I mean? It's just a faff, innit?
Yeah, and also you don't really need sports anyway. I mean, you know, it'd help if your football team was actually doing anything, Sad. You haven't got that excuse anymore. So, you know, cancel it. Cancel Sky. Don't need it.
Yeah, we don't need it. It's all rubbish.
And when are you gonna jump ship and support Arsenal? Because they're doing really well. They are the team of the moment, aren't they?
Not really.
No,
Kedge seems to support every other team apart from his. Every other team he's up in their business.
No, guys, let's not, you know, let's give credit where it's due. They're good for being second in the league. I'll give them that. They're brilliant. They're consistent.
See what I mean?
It's brilliant.
Give them their flowers. And speaking of flowers, you know what? Like, something happened to me this weekend, and I was thinking about it when I saw this happen, and it was at a traffic lights, because I thought, after what happened to me, I thought, where are all the people that, you know, sell flowers at a traffic light? Like, normal stuff like that doesn't happen anymore. You know, usually, and now it's like, you know, people sort of asking for money, or
it happens a lot in India. The
same people that sell flowers were asking for money, but now they're just like, forget the flowers. Can we just have your money?
Yeah, we just.
That's lazy.
But look, I mean, at the end of the day, like, if you were in need and you needed some flowers, you could have just bought them off the geezer. Do you see what I mean? And then there was the people that used to just come up with a squidgy and then draw a heart on your window and all of that. They've kind of disappeared as well.
Yeah, you're right.
And the other day I was driving. When was it? Saturday, driving through Earls Court, the main junction, the main traffic light. There was a guy standing in the middle of the crossing, and I was like, the car just in sort of like, it was my car, then him, and the crossing. So people were crossing. He was facing all the traffic, 3 lanes. He pulled out, I think, about 4 balls from his pocket, started juggling. He was juggling in the middle of the road, and that was his little, you know, 20-second act that he had when the cars were stopped.
That could be me. I could do that.
And he was trying to ask for money, and I thought, you know what? What a clever guy! Like, I've never seen that before.
Were people paying him?
No one paid him.
Oh, I was going to say.
I was just like, do you know what? Just for the you know, the thought
of doing something. He's got balls, literally.
I was just like, you know what? Ratings, like, and maybe that is a thing where you go off and you show your talent.
Okay, go on then. You're at the traffic lights. This is like The Apprentice for traffic lights, right? Yeah. And if you pitch it well, so what you would do at the traffic lights, you get the commission for a set of key lights in a key area. What do you do? Now, I'm just thinking top of my head before giving you a moment to think about it. Like, you know, you get people that can do freestyle raps. You know, I've seen that they just come and go, yo, the girl in the blue dress and looking like a mess. And Right? If they just did that about people's cars, here comes a Peugeot 308. Why are you gonna hate? Or just the driver's got her sunglasses, whatever. Just did all that. That surely would get a tip. But okay, he's narrowing down on one person. But what would you do?
I'd sing "Tip Tip Birds Are Pani" and then I'd kiss them on their window screen.
Did you grow a moustache before you did it?
Yeah, grow a moustache, kiss them with lipstick, and then I'm gonna have to clean it. Whoops! Yeah. So I'd have to clean it.
There you go. Very good. So you'd soil them and then you'd clean the evidence afterwards.
Yes.
I don't know, Tommy. That's a bit of a hard one. I think I would.
Sach, you could set up the decks on a set of lights and just be giving it tunes.
Yeah, no, but like, I think, you know, look, people that are doing stuff like that are clearly in need of money. So I don't think I'd have my decks if I was doing that. What do you want me to scratch? What do you want me to scratch?
Why don't you have the human? You could have the human decks. One side is me, one side is Tommy.
Yes.
Come on. We can mix some tunes.
What do you want me to scratch? Yeah, just like Tommy's masseuse, one hand on each. What do you want me? I don't understand. What do you want me to do?
Just rub your hand across our heads and pretend we're scratching.
Rather not. Kids, you don't like being touched, clearly.
Yeah. You could do magic tricks.
But for the cause, I'll do it. I'll do this.
Anyway, I thought that was very entrepreneurial of the guy that was of doing that. I was just like, you know what? Ratings is good. It's good. I like that.
Okay. This week didn't really get up to much, but there was one thing I did, and I haven't done it in absolutely ages. I went to Wetherspoons.
Oh, God, for what? So I say for what? For food, for drinks, or for both, or
just for work drinks? Work drinks after work, mate. It was a posh one. It was a really posh one.
Where was it?
Like near bank somewhere.
Yeah. Right. Was it one? Because what it is,
it was like a converted bank.
Do you get like a £4 breakfast there?
Yeah.
You still get there?
Everything.
I've said this before because you don't get £4 breakfast. Their breakfast at £4.33.
Something like that. Yeah.
It was odd, £7.36 for the jumbo. It's odd amounts. But I went to a Wetherspoon in Leicester Square recently, and again, you go in and it's kind of small. Then it just opens up and it connected the whole block up. It went to the other side of the road. Just kind of it was huge. And but they've got, because they've been around so long, the Wetherspoons have got some really cool buildings. Even the one in Glasgow is pretty sick. So like there's some good ones around. But God, what did you think of the Wetherspoons experience? Where did it lead?
I was blown away. Firstly, obviously, one of very few Desis there. I think I might have been the only one for a bit. You do realize it's quite a cultural institution of this country. People who know. But yeah, it just goes down because what I loved about it and what I loved observing is that it has every kind of event happening in it. There was a pre-drinks sesh going on with the lads. There was a start of a female girls' birthday party thing there. There was some old bud there. Yeah. But there was people there who'd probably been there from 9 a.m. and had been there from different points of the day, all just having an absolute jolly in there.
Sesh.
The toilets, people were missing the toilets, the urinals. It was flooded, and I just thought, wow.
Why were you expecting that?
Well, because I needed to go for a whiz at some point, and I was just like, wow, this is incredible. What I've just got into. It was like some sort of time zone, like time warp of a thing.
I always think if people were coming from abroad, genuinely, right, and I'd say, right, you want to see this country, you got to go to a Greg's, you got to go to a Nando's, you got to go to a Wetherspoons.
Yes.
Like that's where, you love this phrase, Kedge, I know you do. That's where your arm adami are.
Absolutely.
Your everyday people. And the fact is, okay, I'm going to make this a bit about Desis, really, about brown people. We are aspirational people in general. In general, Asians want to improve their situation. What are we going to do this time around in this generation to improve from what our parents gave us? How does that move on from what, to what we can give our kids and what kids can give their kids? Like that's sort of generally woven into us. Whereas there's a lot to be said for someone who's, and maybe that's an immigrant culture thing. Maybe that's because we're not from this country and we think, oh, we're here. We're going to make the most of it. We've got to progress. That's why we're here. That's why we left our home country. Progress. But maybe there's a lot to be said for just kind of going, no, you know what? I'm cool. I'm paying my rent. I'm paying my mortgage. And I'm going to go to the pub on a Saturday and sit there and get smashed all day. I've never done that. I've never done that in my life. Even as a student, I never did that,
Yeah.
So, but I always think people who can just live in the moment like that, I swear they're going to outlive me, stressing around doing 5 different jobs, trying to pay 10 different mortgages. So in that respect, I think these guys are just they got their paycheck. They're going to sit in a pub. They're going to order a pie.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
Oh, it's Thursday night. It's curry night. They're not judging the curry. They're not going, is this an authentic curry? They're going, it's a bit spicy. It's called a kormaloo. It's a spicy korma vindaloo thing. They've made up names.
Oh, love it. Dip that naan bread in there, bro.
Yeah, dip the naan bread. I do like papadams. Yeah. Oh, I like a papadam.
Have you ever tried to be a pilau on the papadam and the mango chutney?
I make a little sandwich out of the papadams with the pilau and the butter chicken. Love it.
Ooh. If you stick a bit of mayo on that.
Tell you what, my arsehole knows about it.
But yeah, so anyway, I enjoyed that.
Good.
Kedge, is that something that you're gonna start incorporating into your life, like
incorporating? I will be incorporating it into my life. I think I quite enjoyed it.
Are you going to be doing that more regularly?
Yeah, I am. I enjoyed it. I'm going to,
next time we walk past the local Wetherspoons, Tommy, just pop in there and say hello to you, mate.
I'm going to create a little Friday club. Whoever wants to meet me in Wetherspoons, I'm going to pick a different location every week.
And as you always say, Cosy, what do you call cost of living? Cosy
lives.
Cosy lives, right? Because of that, it's it's a reasonable place for drinks.
Well, of course he lives. I was doing shots and everything there.
You're balling. You're like,
I was like, this is incredible.
You're like the big bankers, hedge
Honestly,
funders.
Yeah.
No, good. Okay, I got something for you now, boys. I got something I wanted to share with you guys. I was quite excited about this because it surprised me very much. So I think it will surprise you lot as well. Surprise everybody listening right now, because I've come across a poll of the rudest cities in the UK. Right?
Oh,
they've done a poll of places that participants or people from these visitors to the city have gone, and they've come away saying that the locals felt like this or felt like that. Right. So, for example, I'll kick things off by telling you the politest, friendliest city in the UK. So this isn't part of the poll. This is just on the other end of the scale.
Yeah.
The place where people are the friendliest, and I'd love to know if you agree with this. Friendliest people in the UK exist in. Oh, go on, have a little punt.
Wales.
Sach? Yeah, what city would you say?
Oh, Cardiff.
I'd go Edinburgh.
You go Edinburgh. Ked, you're bang on. It's Cardiff.
Whey.
Cardiff is, but you're right, Sach. Edinburgh is also lovely. It's that similar sort of nature of person. They're quite forthcoming.
Yeah.
Cardiff people are lovely. It's just all out there. It's just lovely, and they're warm, and the tone is warm as well. So you're right. Cardiff is the politest city in the UK. But
so now the opposite.
5 down to 1. Okay, name your cities. What
5.
is? Go on, you name them. I'll tell you if they're in the poll.
Okay.
Cities.
Birmingham.
Okay, Birmingham is in the poll. Birmingham is second. It's right up there. Ooh. It's the second most unfriendliest city, because it says 50% of the people that took part in this poll, 50% felt the locals were in Birmingham, that the locals were dismissive, not interested in helping them out. So,
believe that. I believe that.
Birmingham number 2. I see. I'd always disagree. I always say people like when you go into the Midlands, people are friendlier. When you go up north, they're even friendlier. It's just, but maybe that's because we're used to being down in the miserable south. But go on. Who else?
Is London not there?
London is there. It's number 3, but it's slightly friendlier than Birmingham. 45% of people said that kindness was lost in the hecticness of this city.
But I think, you know what? London could be split up into, because some parts of London are more friendlier than others, I think.
Yeah,
like,
but
you can't really just say London as a whole.
Yeah, but I suppose outskirts of London don't really count as London then, because you're kind of getting into.
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be between zone 1 and 6.
But you're right. In central London.
But
for example, Yeah, all right. Central London, fine. Yeah, okay, fine.
You try and speak to someone in central London.
Yeah, it's different.
They will just keep going. They are conditioned to go. I don't need to stop. I don't need to hear what you're going to say. And I'm not interested in what you're going to say. You could be asking for help, money, distress. Doesn't matter.
No one cares.
I'm walking on. See, so I can see that. 45%. Who else?
Nottingham?
No, not in there. Why would you say
that?
Leicester. Bing! You are through to the top city in the poll. Leicester.
Really?
59% of people reported unfriendly interactions with the locals. Leicester is the most unfriendly city in the UK. I'm surprised at that.
Because Desi Leicesters are not like that.
No, you're right. Desi Leicesters are probably the only ones propping it up. They're the 41% making it friendly. But 59%.
What do you mean they're making it friendly? I don't think they're friendly.
Oh. Hey, let's be honest. Can we just call it what it is? It's your lot, right? It's Gujarati.
Yeah, Kedge's lot.
Gujarati's dominating Leicester as a culture outside of like your regular white British people, right? So, and I will never forget the first time I did Leicester Mela and everyone turned up. It was by far the friendliest place I've been to, by far the best Mela I've ever done in my life, because I was early doors in my career, this buzz of people in the street. I'd never experienced people loving their music and their culture, but without the egos and the trouble. And I'll never forget this as well. I'm gonna bait you out here, Kedge. It's up to you if you want to leave this in. But I remember the conversation distinctly. We're in the studio and I came back from the Leicester Mela. I was like, oh my God, Leicester was unbelievable. Everyone's so friendly. I tell you, I said, Gujaratis, they're not like the others. I said, they're friendlier, they're more forthcoming. I said, they're not in your face. They're not disrespectful. I said, it was just such a good vibe. He went, yeah, but bruv, this is Kedge. Yeah, but bruv, if anyone's going to do you over, it's a Gujarati. And I went, what do you mean? He goes, nah, scams, bruv. If you're going to get scammed, I was like, oh, really?
No,
okay. That was your
Tommy,
word.
Look, I think that's just That's just everywhere. You're going to get people.
That's everywhere.
Like, yeah, But I don't think that's believable. Leicester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Sach has had different experiences.
I see. What? Because of what you look. They're saying reported interactions.
And I think maybe you get friendly interactions there because people know who you are, Tommy.
Maybe that I'm going into like a comedy room or whatever.
Average Joe that's there, you probably like look around and be like, these are really unfriendly bunch.
Why would you say it's unfriendly interaction? Why would
I don't know. I don't think it's like all right, fine, like Leicester, but like I think everywhere in it, like it's just I think it's all the same. Like I don't really want to. I don't know. But I think I think even Birmingham, like you know.
London, definitely.
Everywhere's the same. Like, you know, I don't think it's difficult to differentiate. Do you see what I mean?
The top 5 words. So it was Leicester number 1, Birmingham number 2, London number 3, and then 4 and 5. Number 4 was Sheffield.
Oh, okay.
Unfriendly. And Bristol as well. 29% of visitors felt that they were distant. So it's just locals just kind of not really giving a crap. But there you go. So big yourself up, Leicester. We think you're lovely, but nobody else does. That's what the polls are saying. But that's not the thing I've learned. What have we learned this week, boys? What you got?
Okay, well, I'll go early this time if you want. And I'll put it out there. I learned etymology. We love that. I discovered where the history behind the word nickname came from. Because it's not what normal people might think, which is nick plus name. It was actually, and originally, the word was ekename. E-K-E-N-A-M-E, ekename. Eke was the Middle English word for also or in addition. So it was your also or your addition name. Since ekename began with a vowel, people used an before it. So over time, an ekename became a nickname. That's how that word came about. Oh, here we go. Now the committee is going to dispute this one as well.
Ekinam.
Ekinam, yeah.
Ekinam. Nickanam. So Eke became Nick.
Yeah, because you had Anne. So it's Anicanum.
That's a place in West London. Ickenham.
Ickenham.
No, Anicanam sounds like a place in India. Where's your pin? Anicanam, you know?
That's where Annika Rice lives.
Annika Joel. Okay, Sach, what you got?
That was rubbish, by the way. It's not going.
No, it's not. It's not. It's just because
bad.
You guys don't get it. I can't help it. I don't choose the people I tell, do I?
I don't know if you boys would know this one, but I didn't think all of these people went to the same place. And this is the thing that I learned this week.
Right.
Jay-Z, DMX, Biggie Smalls, Busta Rhymes all went to the same high school.
Oh, okay.
What? Say that again?
Fact. Jay-Z, DMX, Biggie, and Busta went to the same high school.
What was it called?
I ain't got. What do you mean? I ain't got the name of that, but they've just gone to the same high school.
Well, that's good, isn't it? Then.
Don't you think that's crazy? Like 4 of
probably
the biggest rappers ever
went to the same school.
Gone to the same school.
I would love to know you said Jay-Z,
DMX,
Busta,
Jay-Z, DMX, Biggie, and Busta.
What were their age differences? Could they have? No. They couldn't.
They even said Jay-Z and Busta had a freestyle little rap battle in the school lobby. Like they used to battle each other all the time.
What?
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
Imagine being in that school.
That's in that documentary. Do you remember when they were? What's that documentary about the rappers? And then they're all rapping each other as well on the playground and stuff like that. It was in the rappers documentary. I remember that. It's really interesting.
Oh no. Having a documentary. No, I've not seen that, but I love when you hear that. You think they're all there. They're all kind of going in that. Imagine the principal at that university, that school, high school, who now knew all those rappers.
Crazy, isn't it?
Mad. Okay, my one. I'm worried. I'm worried about my one because it came about through all this talk of planets this week.
Yeah,
it came out.
I saw Venus. I forgot to say that. I saw Venus this week.
How do you know it's Venus?
Someone told me. See that over there? It's next to the moon. Venus.
Oh, well done.
No, do you know what? It looks shit. Like, do you know? I looked up in the sky and
of
there
course
were
it is. It's miles away.
They were pointing out planets. I was like, that look, people are getting excited over that. It's honestly boring.
Okay, right. I've told you boys about this. I think I mentioned it last week. I'm going to briefly mention it now. Thomas Campbell is a guest on the Joe Rogan podcast about 3 or 4 podcasts ago, right?
Yeah.
Thomas Campbell, he's talking about how this whole life is a simulation.
Right.
Stimulation. It can be if you go to the right places. It's a simulation. And then so Joe Rogan goes, what about planets? What about the fact that you kind of look through a telescope, you see planets? And he goes, all a simulation. It's all part of your consciousness. And he goes, and what happens is effectively it's a virtual reality. When you look at it, they kind of effectively they load up planet and what it should look like. And when you zoom back out and take your eye away, it goes back just to a little dot in the sky. Low pixelage, a low thing. So this physicist properly justifies how we are all living in a simulation. It's very interesting if you want to have a listen. If you're into that kind of weird stuff. But here's one thing that I found out from the space and stuff is the size of the moon, right? Because it just came about planets. They're talking about the planets lining up and all that, what you can see, what you can't see. The moon, in relation to our planet, how big is the moon? Go and have a little. Do you know this or not know this?
It's small, isn't it? It's tiny.
It's small, yeah, it's small.
How small?
Maybe I don't know.
Well, it can't be that small because they're landing on it and they can't exactly walk around it, so it can't be that small.
I don't know. -10. So Earth is 10 times.
About 1/10.
1/10. Yeah, 1/10 of Earth.
Okay, I'm trying to work this out. It's probably even smaller than that because
I'd say a fifth.
A fifth. Okay, so you're saying a little bit bigger than that. No, it's
Really?
smaller. It's smaller because I'll tell you this: the moon is 3,400 kilometers in diameter. Okay, 3,400 kilometers. Australia is 4,000 kilometers from coast to coast.
Wow. Okay.
The moon is smaller than
Australia.
And look how big and bright it is. That's that puts everything in perspective.
So then imagine if you're on the moon and you're looking back at Earth, that's going to look hench.
It's going to be junglist. It's going to be junglist massive. It's going to look like, whoa, look at that massive thing over there.
But that's what I mean. And that's why, do you know all of this planetary alignment shit that's been going on the past few weeks? I'm so done with it, by the way. When you look up in the sky, you're just seeing a dot. And it's like, well, I'm sorry, I want to see Saturn's ring.
Yeah, you want proper ring action.
You know what I mean? I want to see something. I want to see something like, close up, but we can't. So I don't know why people are getting excited over it because it just looks a bit crap.
In a rare moment of genius, Sach was talking about Venus. You've been talking about the moon. I can connect both of those things with one fact that nobody knows about.
Go on, Kedge. Bring it back from your crap one earlier.
This is Carol Vorderman moment on the maths calculating page.
Okay, yeah.
He's taken Venus from here. He's taken a consonant from here, and he's taken the moon from over here, and he's going to come up with the one fact that combines both.
I can't wait. I love it. I love you're really intelligent.
This is what is worth. This podcast, this is the only bit you need to listen to. This is going to be the end. But only the people who've been hanging for this long will benefit from it.
Go on.
Give him the yarn, Kedge.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star is a nursery rhyme that we all know. But what is it about? It's about the moon singing to the planet Venus.
No, honestly, I'm so glad. And if you, like me, have hung on throughout this whole podcast, and now feel like you've
Who knew that?
Your value. Yeah.
Who knew that?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. So he doesn't know. So the moon doesn't know. The moon's up there.
Tommy, we don't need to go through this.
Google it, search it, do all the stuff.
It doesn't make sense. Up above the sky so high.
Up above the world so high.
Up above the world so high.
Like a diamond.
Like a diamond in the sky. Well, the moon should know it's not in the sky, is it?
Yeah. Sach described Venus as a diamond.
Yeah, but
no, I didn't. I said it was a flashy dot. I didn't say diamond, did I?
I think the moon's coming across a bit dumb in this rhyme. It sounds like it doesn't really know who his neighbours are.
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star was an ode to planet Venus.
From the moon. From the perspective of the. Thank you very much, kid. That's a great.
There we go.
Maybe that'll go into the Christmas special, perhaps. Thank you very much, gents. I will. Oh, sorry. Obviously, we're online today. So where are we next week? What's going on next week? Are we together?
We're going to try and be together. Yeah,
we'll make it happen. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the week.
It's it is Valentine's Day, the day it comes out, isn't it?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Thursday. Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah.
I think a lot of stuff will be coming out on Valentine's Day. All right.
Hey.
The podcast will.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's the Thursday. Sorry, Tuesday, 13th, day before. Sorry, bit early.
Valentine's Eve for the lovers out there who want to start the day before. Get the podcast on. Get the romance in. All right. Thank you very much, boys. Laters.
Laters.
Laters.